right, reaction coming in out of these 1 Easterns. Let's take a listen to what Michael Penix had to say after his first start.
Good.
Raphael Haynes with the three-point conversion. Mike, can you just talk about the win today, your preparation, and then the fact that it's over and the results?
Yeah, man, it was great. Man, I've been preparing each and every day for this day. You know, always preparing like the starter, even though I wasn't at first. But, you know, it's a blessing to be able to come out here and get a big-time win for the team. And defense played a heck of a game. You know, a big credit to those guys. 2 touchdowns on the defense side of the ball. And the offensive line, you know, the way that they played, you know, kept me clean all game. And obviously getting the ball to the playmakers that we have, you know, they're going to make plays, and they did all game. So it was such a blessing, you know, and it was a great game, great team game.
You've been in this league playing before in terms of earlier in the season, but did it feel different?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's different. You know, being a starter, you know, you're up there. You know, the other two times that I got to play, you know, we were down, and it's a different feel in the game at that point, you know. But being out there the first snap, you know, it felt a little different, but I was excited. You know, I was ready for the moment, so.
Can you talk a little bit about your interaction with Kirk Cousins before the game, and then just your overall evaluation of your first performance in the NFL?
Yeah, man, Kirk has been great all week, you know, just always being there for me, you know, and anything that I need help with. And he's been great. You know, he's a great leader, great teammate. And, you know, we talk all the time. We're coming off the sidelines. He always asking me, you know, what I saw. And, you know, he continued to encourage me throughout the whole game. I don't remember the second question.
Your evaluation of your performance today, just overall?
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be things that you look back on and you know you can clean up. You know, I feel like I could have did a couple of things better, and we'll get that cleaned up, you know. But it was a blessing that I was able to come out with a win, and whatever we need to get fixed, it'll show on film, and we'll make sure we target that throughout this week so that we'll be ready for next week.
Michael, down the middle. You got your first start out the way. Now you're going to have your first Sunday night football start coming up. Just your thoughts on playing in Washington, playing on Sunday night, playing in a must-win type of situation.
Yeah, man. Like I said, just take it one day at a time. You know, I always live by that want-to-know mindset. You know, and just going one day at a time. You know, so each and every day I practice, just make sure that you know I'm preparing and make sure that whenever game time do come, we're 100% ready and we got everything down and we feel good about the game plan and just go out there and execute. That's what it's going to come down to is execution. You know, yeah, it's a must-win game, but that's not how we're looking at it. We're looking at it as just the next game, and we gotta win each and every game, and that's our mentality going in each and every week. So,
Michael, you look like you were totally composed out there. Were you as composed as you looked?
Yeah, man, I was, man. Man, I'm just blessed. You know, I just, like I said, like before the game, you know, I just let God take over. You know, I know that, you know, I'm here for a reason. I worked extremely hard to get to this position, and I just had to go out there and execute, and we executed to get a win today. So, big credit to the defense as well, like I said. So, it's great.
I think about that one play in the second quarter where you were about to be sacked, and you kind of got rid of the ball without getting an intentional grounding call on it. Talk about that, about how it just looked like you've been there before in that type of situation.
I mean, I've played a lot of football, so I've been in a lot of situations before. You know, I thought I should have broke that tackle. I should have got out of it, but he had me, and he was about to tackle me, and I saw Drake, and I knew I could throw it at his feet to save some yards, so that's what I did.
Michael, were there any moments of nervousness coming out? I mean, for the first NFL start? I mean, you said, you looked incredibly composed, like it was just another day. I've been doing this for 15 years. But were there any moments you had to kind of catch yourself or kind of revel in it a little bit or prevent yourself from reveling in the moment a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you do feel that stuff, but once you hit the field, once I hit the field, it goes away. You know, it's the game I've been playing since I was 5 years old, and, you know, obviously it's different. It's at a higher level, but, you know, it's the same game. You know, I just got to go out there and execute. So once we hit the field, I was good. So.
Michael, you had said earlier this week that you would be nervous during the running out to the field portion of the game, but then once you got out there, you'd be good. Did you nail that part? You got it?
Yeah, yep.
You good?
That's exactly what I talked about, yep. I was good once I hit the field. So.
You hadn't thrown to the starters a ton, you know, in practice this season. What is that, like, chemistry building process like, and how will that continue to evolve?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of reps. You know, that's the biggest thing, you know, just getting those reps in practice, as many live reps as we can. And we did a lot of reps this past week, and we're going to continue to grow. You know, so what you saw there today, day. A couple missed throws, stuff like that. It's only going to get better. So as we continue to work, continue to get more comfortable with that connection, especially like I think about one to Drake today. You know, he's a big receiver. I threw the fade to him. You know, I just got to know I got to get that ball up higher, and he's going to make that play. You know, but like I said, it's just more reps we get, the more comfortable we're going to be with it, and game time we're going to show it. So.
Raheem said that when he was in here that one of the things that he liked the most about your game today was how you were able to verbalize some of the maybe things you didn't do perfectly coming off the field. What were some of those things that you said you need to clean up?
Yeah, man, just some of the reasons, you know, just processing stuff. You know, I know at the end of the half, making that throw to Kyle Pitts, you know, just trusting my guy to make a play, but at the same time, you know, just understanding the situation and stuff like that. You know, how much time is on the clock, no timeouts. You know, just make sure I'm making that right decision, but knowing that next play we got to go spike the ball, and we probably have like 6-7 seconds. So, just stuff like that. You know, just evaluating some of that stuff, going over it. You know, that'll come. You know, as we continue to keep going throughout these weeks, as we continue to have those talks and stuff like that. But just small stuff like that. And you know, for me and this team, you know, I know we want to get first downs, you know, each and every drive. You know, so if we had a 3-and-out today, it's like that's unacceptable. You know, we got to move the ball and give our defense great field position if we don't get in the end zone. So.
Michael, when we spoke back in April, you said that you felt you had a lot of unique things within your skill set, unique talents, particularly your arm talent. You said was different than other people. How do you feel like that is, and how do you feel like that shined through today?
Yeah, I mean, I just trust in it. I trust in it. I trust in my reads. I trust in my preparation. So whenever I go out there, I'm able to play fast and make those throws on time, on rhythm. You know, anticipating and stuff like that. But you know, I like you said, man, I feel like I trust my arm because of the reps that I have. You know, I see it each and every day throughout practice. You know, I'm making those throws. Those guys are making those plays. Offensive line keeping me protected. So when it comes to game day, it's like it's just another day for us. So yeah, I just trust in myself. You know, trust in myself, trust that God will guide me in the right direction. So.
Did your game day routine from the time you get up, what you eat, et cetera, change either intentionally or unintentionally today, you think?
No, everything was the same. Everything was the same. Like I said, I've been preparing as a starter each and every week, so I'm not changing what I've been doing.
All right, so a young man, a growing confidence, and a future there in Atlanta. As you look at the quarterback comparison on this day, 202, no touchdowns, and the INT, well, we'll give that one not to Penix. We're going to give that one to his tight end.